Stuart, the floor is yours, sir.
Good morning, everybody. And I would love to share with you this morning something I talk about most mornings I'm here, and that's about all things digital and also digital ecosystem. So just one moment while I share my screen and we can dive straight in. So hoping you can all see that beautifully. Excellent. Alrighty, so we're diving in. And what I like to call this is a digital ecosystem. Now, we've heard about digital ecosystems, and it's a great example is to talk about the Apple digital ecosystem. Love it or hate it, that everything talks. When I take my AirPods off and I walk over and I pick up my iPad or I pick up my iPhone, it connects automatically. Things happen automatically. So it's an interconnected, integrated ecosystem, and it works beautifully. So that's what you want in your business. So let's dive in. That's me. If you've got your phone hand, you can scan that, or you can have a look at my connection details in the chat as well. But if you are watching this online, you can scan that and you'll find all of my links. Okie dokie. So we're moving on now. These are some of the things that we do. I do have a massive document that I put together the other day. We had a partner that said, look, we know you do things in and around branding and some solutions, and we know you do video as well. Can you present something to us on that? So I put together this document, and it's pretty long. So I won't be diving into that right now, but that's on a high level, all of the elements that we do, and we combine them all together and present them for you in a form of a digital ecosystem. Okay, so this is why I do what I do. That's the fam. And that's from a few years ago. Our youngest is a lot taller, but I think that's a cute photo. That's when we were on the holidays a couple of years ago. But excellent. And my lovely wife as well, who's part of the business, and she's our COO and co-director in the business as well. So moving on, the prime question is, why should your business have a website? Well, I'll tell you what, that is a very good question. So why should your business actually have a website? A lot of people say, hey, look, I'll just have a Facebook page. I'll be fine. I'll just email people. That's nice. People start looking for you and they can't find you. So I'll dig into that in a minute, but a custom design website is really what you need. Because if you have something that is a template-driven service, which a lot of companies offer out there, and this is why you see a lot of people offering cut-price services, is because what they're doing is they go and buy a template from a service, and then what they do is they try and shoehorn your business into that. Now, as I like to say, to quote Patrick Swayze, nobody puts baby in the corner. So if you actually value your business, you shouldn't be looking like everybody else, and you shouldn't have your flow appearing like everybody else. You really do need to custom design to have that show what you do, how you do it so well, and why people need to engage with you. But a website helps build credibility and trust, tell your story and message as well. And just like you've seen from the chat system as well, that's something that we recommend highly. Engaging with clients as well. It's amazing. We've got forms and systems on our website, and when people get stuck, they can dive in and ask a question. Oh my gosh, those emails that I then have to chase up again later on, exactly as Jason was talking about earlier, that's resolved because people can just actually ask a question right then and there, and we can solve the problem. I can even dive straight in and with some of our systems, and I can actually help them directly on their screen with a shared session. So I can take over their screen with their permission, of course, and dive in and assist. And it just saves time, helps them. If it's not myself, it'll be one of our team who can dive in and do that. Now, who would like a salesperson that doesn't sleep? Who's woken up at 3 o'clock in the morning and suddenly started looking for solutions that they need to organize? Guilty is charged. So everyone is up and around, and especially when we're dealing with people globally, you want a 24/7 salesperson as well, and it can save time. It's going to expand your reach, and you've got your message that's up there constantly as long as it's there. And basically, businesses won't consider you unless you actually do have a website as well. It's a fact. I'll dive into those right now. Oh, sure, anyway. But during COVID, yes, I said COVID, but during the last couple of years, website traffic has increased exponentially. It really has, because people have suddenly realized that I can go onto the internet to order things. I can buy things online. I never thought about doing this. So this is why we're seeing a lot more online shopping. We're seeing stores like Woolworths and Coles set up dark stores. That doesn't mean that they're selling evil potions. It literally means there's no client-facing side to that business anymore. It's literally just staff walking around filling trolleys to ship to people. So it is massive. So get into it. And if your existing website doesn't look the best and isn't functioning the best, it's something to consider as well. And we've got a solution for that as well. Alrighty, so, and here's the thing, when people are searching for you, are you even visible? There are a lot of elements and a lot of people get a website created, and the developer who works with them will just say, there you go, there's your website. They don't even consider the next steps, which is actually increasing your visibility. And this is why we take those next steps as a matter of course. We introduce the opportunity to people to get them actually connected and properly visible on Google and get things moving. So it's really important to get that done. Lots of elements to that. I'll be doing a presentation about that in the future as well. But anyway, moving right along. Now, and this is the thing, people want things quickly. People want you to be able to answer their questions. They want the service. So you must be found, be fast, and give great service as well. That's really, really important. And some statistics as well. So, and these are statistics from the Telstra Business Intelligence Report, which you can go and look at. These are facts. They did a survey of a stack of business owners. And this is the thing, they would rather buy from a small business than a big service, because they know that they're going to get the service as well. This is why people want to work with small businesses, and good customer service rules as well. So a quick response as well. This is it. That's a super high percentage. Okay, and we all know when people respond and get back to us quickly, that's when we like it as well. Okay, so here's the top 3 reasons: good customer service, helpful, friendly, and that they're local as well. But now that we're in the global economy, being local, not be even worried about that, as long as you do provide great customer service. People don't mind where you are from in the world. And the other thing is too, reviews are absolutely critical to your business. So they've got to be part of the whole thing. So these are some common business challenges as well. And all of these can be solved with an excellent digital ecosystem. So your leads that are coming through, they've got to come through to your CRM, whether you're using the amazing CRM hub, whether you're using Active Campaign, or whether you're using some of those systems that I'm going to talk about and recommend later. They've got to go somewhere. You've got to be able to action them. You've got to be able to meter and measure. And this is something that Misty's talking about a lot as well. Because if you don't get back to these people and you don't know where they came from and how long they've been sitting there, you could lose them, and they just slip through your fingers. You don't want that. Okay, so also marketing is such a huge challenge. These elements can be nurtured and actually assisted by amazing ecosystem as well. So managing and building a database is a big problem. Client retention, okay, client retention is huge unless you're talking to your clients regularly, as Jason does at these events, and with all the communications that he's pushing out. Oh my gosh, where is that coming from? Is he typing those things up and sending those? No, they're all scheduled. There's a lot of automation that goes on as well. A lot of hands-on work too, but client retention using systems is the way to go, because you can't be awake 24/7, but your website can and your systems can. Accounting is another thing as well, but accounting typically sits siloed to things as well. And time is the biggest issue. It's the biggest enemy of all businesses as well. So here we go. Why should you even consider having a digital ecosystem? And I've touched through all of those things as well. But look at your digital gaps. What's going on? How can you respond to people quickly? Are you doing that effectively? Have a good look at things. If you don't know what to look for, have a chat to myself, and I can walk through it and step through some of these areas You don't know what you don't know. So speaking to a professional, taking the time to book the time in, we can talk through these areas and help fill the gaps. Okay, so then digital tools, okay, CRMs, chatbots, ERP, WTF, that's not a tool. That's what people say when they start talking about digital tools and systems. It breaks people's very souls. We love it. Yes, massive note here. And love getting stuck into it and love finding the solution for you so that you don't have to. So why would you want one? I've tapped through all these as well. But look, you can save time. You can manage your content. You can track and measure. Your business admin can be assisted. You do need people like, people like Lana, and also we've got other people in the group that do admin work too. But those people are using digital systems and tools as well. And imagine if you had one that your admin can tap into and utilize. Success is just around the corner. Collaboration is huge, and also it allows you to grow. These are just some of the mind-blowing things. You might be looking at that and your brain starts to leak out of your ear. I see that and go, goody. Okay. And things to think about too. Like, we work with some fundraising organizations that use a website and an integrated digital system that actually collects their money, and they can actually, it goes into their bank account. All they need to do is just show a QR code at an event, and people can donate funds straight via the website. It's amazing. So it's about saving time, and all of these elements help you. Things like booking systems, and why aren't they on your website? Why aren't they present? So lots of things there, lots of things to discuss as well. And I hope this is raising some questions as well. Get ready for some tools. All right, we're on Zoom. That gets a bit of a win. And here's the only quote that I'll use from Bill Gates, is that how you gather, manage, and use information will determine whether you win or lose. In fact, here's some systems and tools that are available to everybody, and which are highly recommended. We use some of these externally, but what we've done is we've developed a set of tools that we use internally that are interconnected, that we love as well. But at the front, your front-facing thing is your social and your website as well. So some of these tools that we utilize include those. And once again, your brain's pretty going, oh. But all of these things talk, help us grow, help support us, and are interconnected. Some of them inside themselves, others using connectors such as Zapier as well, or Zapier, depending on how you like to pronounce it. But there's others as well, things like Zoho Flow. There are a number of different integration tools that get things talking, but you don't know what you don't know. So once again, if you want your systems talking in your accounting package, talking to everything, and you don't know what you don't know about how to speed things up, let's have a chat. We've got lots of ideas constantly. Okay, so moving forward, this is a typical business system. Everything's siloed. Everything sits in its own little silo. There's nothing connected, and this does nothing, but it's basically like a time anchor. You've got to copy and paste. Who loves copying and pasting and getting that wrong? Who's gotten that wrong before? Who then looked at that and went, this is ridiculous. I need a solution. Well, there you go. Did that and dug right in, and we found those for you so that you don't have to. So typically all these elements are separated and they're not interconnected, and you can't meter and measure and connect with people from social back to your CRM and do things and see how people are interacting with your website. You can't see that unless you've got the right systems in place. Okay, so your website must integrate with your tools, must integrate everywhere. If it's sending you emails from your forms, that's nice. But what happens when it goes into the email? We all get, just like Jason said, he's getting hundreds of emails. We're all getting hundreds of emails. So unless that then pushes into a system and reminds you that you need to contact that person and sends them an email back to say, I've got you, I'm here, I understand, thanks for reaching out. Unless your system's doing that, you're actually giving a disservice back to your clients. It's not honoring the fact that they've reached out to you, they've made the effort. You should really honor that back as well. So now this as we see the sneaky path going all the way through, okay, this is what we use internally as well. And look, there are a number of systems I've mentioned earlier as well, which is, of course, the transformational hub as well. But this is what we use. This is what we love to do. And we use Soho One. And it goes, if a lead comes through, it goes into our CRM. I can chat to people on the bottom of our system through Sales IQ. Sales IQ gives us the analytics and tools and systems so that I can see who's on our website, when they went there, if they talk to us. If I miss that, it generates a ticket. Then I can go back and talk to them. It then communicates back. So all of these elements interconnect. All of them interconnect and talk. Okay, so is social integrates as well. We've also got our link system, which you've seen me present before as well. But social media is another thing as well. That's also interconnected. And there's a lot of systems that do that and others that do it really, really well. We can talk to you about that and help find some solutions for you too. So we've got this service as well, which is one of our products. And that can help interconnect as well and track and give you measured results so that you can go and look at things as well. It interconnects with everything, all of these systems. I'm going to skip through all these. Okay. And I'd like to thank you for your time. And if you have any questions at all, I'm all ears. Thanks very much. And that's how you can connect with me again. Thanks for your time.
Oh, on mute. There you go. All right. Thank you very much, Stuart. Greatly appreciated. Sorry to push you a little bit at the end, time frames, everything like that. But guys, reach out to Stuart if you do have any questions. Does anybody have any questions at the moment for Stuart?
Yes, I've got a question. I wanted to ask, what is the difference between like a funnel compared to a website? I've been told that like having a funnel is better than having a website, or vice versa. Like, what is your view on having a funnel, like a smart chart or something like that?
Okay, so now a funnel literally is that. You present it so that you can actually push people through in and in so that you can then connect with them. Now, a funnel starts typically with an offer. Now, offers are a little bit long in the tooth. You've got to be really clever with those as well. But having landing pages that speak one message and have one outcome and one solution that you provide are an excellent way of refining and defining your audience and getting them through into your system as well. So funnels are excellent, landing pages are excellent, and we see them in use all the time. Whenever you go through and see an ad on, it could be on Instagram or it could be anywhere, and you go through and you land on a page and you read the information and you say, oh gosh, that looks appealing. And then you go through and sign up or you ask for more. You've just been, put through a funnel. Absolutely. So Martha, absolutely. Funnels work, yes, but they've got to be managed and they've got to be effectively designed and created for you. There are systems out there which slap them together. They're ineffective and just cost you money. So have a chat with us and we can certainly talk to you about that.
Yeah, I just want to add on to that, because obviously that's a question I get a lot with CRM Hub clients as well. What's the difference between a funnel and a website? And probably the easiest way to explain the difference is when somebody comes to your website, they can look at whatever they want to click on. When somebody comes through a funnel, you guide them where you want them to go. Yeah. So you can actually turn your website into a funnel. You don't actually need additional software to be able to do that. They come into the homepage and you make them click on a button, which then takes them to another page that they can't access unless they go through that process. So yeah, would you agree with that, Stuart? That's the difference. Website, absolutely. I can see everything. Funnel, you're taking me where you want me to go as a customer.
That's right. And that's part of the process is working out what's going to be the most effective. And you've absolutely nailed it. We've got a client, she specializes in finding positions in Australia with people that want to emigrate from Hong Kong. That's her passion. That's her mission. So she's got to actually refine them and work out if they're really on point and really want to work with her, if they've got the right mindset. So she's got a funnel that launches from her homepage. So, and when they click through, they have to watch a series of videos. They literally have to qualify and hyper qualify themselves. If they don't make it all the way through, they'll go into a tagged pile, which is not qualified. she'll still reach out and talk to them, and she'll send them the videos again. You see, so yes, that can happen from your homepage, but a lot of the times you'll see people using a landing page to push people through. But you're exactly right, Jason. It's leading people literally by the nose and taking them where they need to be so that you can assist them best, but refining them along the way and giving them the information that you want to give them at the time you want to give them.
Beautiful. Stuart, thank you very much for your time today.